What's up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you all are having a great day. What is up, guys? You guys are probably super happy to see the Integra on the lift. We're going to be doing a few things with her today, including, but not limited to, installing a brand new axle in her on this side. And we're probably going to take this fender off too. We'll probably take that fender off. I don't think that's going to be too hard to get out of there. I do have another fender for this car. If you guys don't know, this is my kid's 1997 Acura Integra with a B20 VTEC swapped engine in it, and broken fender and a broken axle and all that stuff. He is currently down in boot camp in Parris Island, South Carolina. And if you guys don't know what that is a Marine Corps boot camp, one of the hardest boot camps you can go to, which I went to in 1999. I'm sure the people that have continually watched my videos are probably getting sick of hearing me say this, but guys, we are doing an Operation Boot Camp build on this car, which you're gonna see in this video. We're gonna start installing some parts on her that we have, and we're working on getting new parts and other parts as well. I've talked to a whole bunch of different people on Marketplace that have some stuff that I'm thinking about buying. I'm still working out the angles and deals here, guys. But first link in the description below is the t-shirts for sale, and I have some very exciting news. The second phase t-shirt is out, guys. It is ready for purchase, $25 down below, first link in the description. Go check it out. You guys are gonna freaking love it. You're gonna love it, so please do me a favor, go down and purchase the second phase t-shirt. And we're also gonna be having a third phase t-shirt because there is 3 phases of Marine Corps boot camp in Parris Island, South Carolina. And of course, my son does not know that we are doing this. He has no clue, because when you're in Marine Corps boot camp, as some of you may know, you have no outside communication whatsoever other than letters, and the people that are writing him letters currently are not telling him that this is going on. But basically what's happening is the money made from the purchase of those awesome t-shirts, which not only do you get an awesome product, a great awesome product, but you're also helping fund a kid's dream. Well, we'll be honest, a man's dream when he comes back from boot camp. He'll be a man. He won't be a kid anymore, guys. But he is gonna get surprised with hopefully a little nicer vehicle, you know. I'm looking at getting a wrap for it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap the car championship white. I was thinking about painting it, but the timeline is just not gonna work out, and it's gonna be faster to wrap it. And plus, I think it'll make a pretty good video for my first wrap video that I'll be doing on my own. We're also gonna be putting on the Motegi. Actually, I'm just gonna show you the Motegi wheels that we have. I am looking for wheel or tires for it as of right now. I think 215s is what I'm going to be going with on these Motegis. Hopefully you guys can see. Let's turn the light on here. Here we go. But these are his Motegi wheels that have been custom powder coated that he paid for a while ago. And for my buddy JS Coating, he powder coated these wheels, but we need to get some tires for him. I'm going to put these wheels on the car for him. So what I'm hoping is when he comes back, he has a pretty neat looking car when he comes back. Championship white wrapped with new wheels and tires on it for him. It's gonna look a little nicer. I'm gonna try to get the turbo system on. We do have a turbo system for it that we're gonna try to get on. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it on or have enough time to get it on. Maybe when he comes back from boot camp, he'll help to put the turbo system on ourselves, and he'll be in the videos with you guys, and you guys can see him put the turbo system on and tuning it and all that stuff. But as of right now, I think the biggest thing I'm gonna do is put another head gasket on this engine as well. It definitely needs done. It is leaking antifreeze into the oil chamber, or oil chamber into the antifreeze. It doesn't have a head gasket leak in the combustion area. It's just somewhere in between one of these passages, it's leaking antifreeze and oil together, which isn't a big deal, but I do want to address that, and it doesn't take much to take this head off, which I'll obviously be making a video about that as well. But today, like I said, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this axle in because he needs that axle done to make sure we can drive. And then we're also going to probably pull this fender off just to kind of get it off. Maybe we'll test fit the other fender. It's an orange fender, which I'm not, you know, it's not a big deal because the entire car is getting wrapped anyway, so it doesn't matter what color the fender is. One last thing here. I think I'm going to put on the coilovers too today. I think I'll have enough time to put the coilovers. I have a brand new set of coilovers from Max Speeding Rods, guys. They also supplied us with the turbo and the turbo manifold for this car, but Max Speeding Rods has sent us really nice yellow coilovers, which I'm going to be installing in this video too. I think I'll have enough time to do it. So watch the whole video if you want to see what happens to this thing today. But we're actually going to be working on Zach's Integra. I know I made a couple of videos just talking about it, but we're actually going to be working on it. Oh, another thing I wanted to say is we also got a PDR kit from a company. One of the future videos that will be coming up, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be using the PDR kit. And if you don't know what PDR is, it's paintless dent removal. It's one of those suction cup ones. It has all kinds of lights and doodads and all kinds of cool shit. And we're going to get some of these dents out that are, you know, up in here. We're going to get some of these dents out in here and stuff. We're going to do that ourselves. There's a few dents in the trunk here, like as you can see. We're going to try to get them out. You know, there's a dent here and stuff. We're going to try to get as many dents out of this car as we physically possibly can. We're obviously not going to get all of them out, but we're going to get most of them out. That way when we wrap it, it looks, you know, half decent for the most part, guys. So let's get this thing up on the lift, get her torn down, get that new axle in to start, all right? But like I said, first link in the description if you guys want to buy a t-shirt. Oh, another thing is those t-shirts, the first phase and the second phase t-shirts, they're going to be for sale all the way until the beginning of October, probably October 9th, October 10th, guys. Then the sale's done. Like, they're limited shirts. We're only going to sell up until a certain date. So make sure you get all 3 phases, because we're never going to do it again. This is specifically to sponsor this build or help sponsor this build. So get on that site and go buy a t-shirt if you haven't already, guys. It is really helping me with this build. Appreciate everybody's support in it. So I'm very, very thankful for all you guys. And I'm sure when Zach comes home from Marine Corps boot camp as a U.S. Marine, he's also going to be thankful. And I'm sure he'll express that in a future video after September as well, guys. So let's get this thing up on the left and let's get to work. She's making a mess down there, guys. I'll show you here. Look at that. It's a nice old axle, all junky. This happened because that ball joint failed right there and destroyed the inner fender and all that stuff. You can see the shocks are leaking and stuff. We're gonna replace that ball joint as well, which we're gonna be doing at a later date. But let's get this axle out. We got to disconnect the 17 down here and take our nut off right there. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to pop that thing out really super duper quick, because it's going to leak trans fluid everywhere. We're going to pop it out real quick, pop the new one in, which we'll get right now. All right, so we got our new axle right here, right there, guys. Pull her out of here. Comes with a new nut, which is awesome. So look at that, we got a new nut and a new axle for the car, which is awesome. So basically we'll set that right over here and put the axle right down there, and then basically the next step is you got to tear all this shit apart to get it out, including the ball joint. So the ball joint needs to come back off as well. But that's okay. That's okay. Get our ball joint nut out. There we go, guys. Pretty simple job to do. She needs a little bit more love taps now, because is that enough? Yeah, baby! Look at that, guys. That was enough of love taps. And as you can see, right there, pretty easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. Oh, well, it already snapped because it was already broken. So it was already broken, so it don't matter. But realistically, you'd have to pop that out of there and put the new axle in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this old axle into our baggie. So I think what we'll do is we'll pull the shocks out as well. We'll probably do both sides, because the wishbone has to come out anyways, as you guys can see. There's your wishbone right there. So that's got to come out. Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. Get you over here a little closer. How's that sound? There we go. So there's your little wishbone right here. That's attached to the coilover right here, and then it's just 2 bolts up top. I mean, technically I can pull this whole thing out right now, which I think I will actually. I think I'll just pull the whole thing out now, because that way it's taking care of it out. Well guys, I decided, since I'm going to be doing the lowering springs here from Max Speeding Rods, I would just go ahead and replace this very disgusting looking ball joint. That way this doesn't fail, and take out this fender as well. So we got a new one coming, a little dry works for 20 bucks, no big deal. So we're gonna put a new ball joint in while we have this apart, but let's go ahead and drop these old coil springs out of here. And yeah, let's get them the hell out of there. Let's just do it. So here we have the new Max Speeding Rods coilovers, guys. And we're almost ready to pull, man, there's a lot of grease and goop over these. We're almost ready to pull these old coils off of here. Drop them out, we're pretty much ready to set, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch over our wishbone, put the wishbone onto here, and then reinstall these. I don't know what height these are set at, so we'll just have to make sure every one of these is even, put it in, see what it looks like when we got it all in and on the ground, and then we'll use the tool to adjust these if necessary. Pull them out. Oh, there we go. Now these are ground control. Not a bad brand, I guess, or I don't know, I never heard of them, but it doesn't seem like a bad brand. Just they're old, and Gunzo, if anyone's interested in them, let me know, because I'm not keeping them. My hands are all dirty and yucky, but we're gonna go ahead and stick these up in here like so, and hopefully they fit. Oh yeah, get that, and get our nuts on. So in my case, I've discovered that these little sleeves need to be on here in order for this to work. These are just too big, so they give you these little spacer sleeves to take up the space between here and the actual part. So that's nice. That's nice. So we're gonna get this all together and show you what it looks like when it's all done, guys. We'll go ahead and quickly pull this one out. Oh, not a lot came out. Good. And put the new one in here. There we go. Oh, hello. Get in there. There we go. And the new axle's in. And there's the old axle. All right, so ran into a little bit of an issue. Ended up getting the wrong axle, which shucks. But we're gonna have to put the axle in tomorrow and get the one tomorrow. So I gotta wait for an axle. But in the meantime, we can at least get all of this together. And if we can put this axle in, I actually got the ball joint for this side. So we're gonna put that ball joint in, and we're also going to put the rear shocks in as well and get them all settled. And we'll just have to wait till tomorrow to go ahead and adjust everything to make sure everything sits right. So let's get what we can get together today, and all that fun noise. Fun times, guys, fun times. But we're getting there. We got the shocks in the front. We're gonna get the rears in too. So we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. Alrighty, so as you can see, we got our driver's side all set up. New ball joint is in, which is freaking awesome. All torqued down. We got our arm on, all torqued down. We got our shock on, all torqued down. And as you can see, it has a camera kit on it already. We got to get our axle nut torqued down, but that's not a big deal. Obviously, we got to wait for the axle for this side, so this side is going to stay like that. But in the meantime, we can definitely do the rears. So the rears don't look that bad at all. Looks like we just have to disconnect this here. Hopefully it's not too rusty. Drop these A-arms down, or maybe what we'll do is we'll disconnect them from here and drop them down. Might be a little bit easier to disconnect them from there as opposed to the other side. And then go up top into the trunk, zip off both the bolts up there, and then we can install the rears as well, which is freaking awesome. So let's get that done, guys. All right, so we have the lower arms kind of disconnected here. I'm hoping I really don't have to take out any more than this. I might disconnect the sway bar end links here just to bring it down a little bit further, and disconnect these wires here as well, just to give it a more, I might actually disconnect this wire here, just to give me more room to pull this down. Or we just got to go up top and get the top bolts now too. All right, so we got these pieces of junk out. God, oh, these are Koni shocks. Look at that, Koni shocks that are rusted to hell with ground control uppers. We'll put them pieces of shit there. This car's probably gonna run like a damn dream once these things are on, to be honest, guys. I'm super excited. So let's feed these up in these junk holes here, bolt them down. All right, so we have our shocks in right there. As you guys can see, we gotta jack all this junk back up, reattach our bolts through the holes here, and then, man, they look good, guys. Max speeding rod has definitely come through, you know, compared to that junk there. They've definitely come through on their shocks and struts. They're coilovers, I guess you would say. They're coilovers, looking real good. Let's button all this up, and yeah, let's button it all up. Button it all up, guys. Let's button it all up. Alrighty, so the rear wheels are on, and not too shabby, guys. I'm thinking when this thing's finally sitting on the ground, it's probably gonna be a little low, so I'm gonna have to raise it up. You know what? It's not too bad. Let's go get this axle. Let's go grab this axle and put this thing in. That way you guys can get a complete video here and literally see this thing on the ground and see what it initially sits like. I mean, I can't quit now, guys. I can't just give up and be like, you know what, we'll wait another day. No, I'm gonna give you guys what you want, a full video of excitement and Integra content. So let's go get the axle. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we have the correct axle. We have the correct one. I'm so happy. Had to do a little running to get it, but that's not a big deal. I'm just happy to be able to come back to the shop and show you guys a completed project. That's what I'm happy about. So let's get this thing a little bit higher in the air. Shut up, air compressor. Oh, there we go. Come on up there, buddy. Come on up there. Get her up about yay high, because I'm a short guy. But yeah, so let's get this new axle in, the correct axle in here. And this is all put together. This side's good to go. We're gonna go ahead and get this side together. New ball joints, new axle, new max speeding rods, upside down logo, freaking coilovers. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna, I'm kind of really curious how this thing's gonna sit. So, whew, I wasn't gonna do this today, guys. I was gonna leave this video alone and just be like, oh, I'll wait for an axle tomorrow. But I was like, you know what? I can't do that. I gotta finish what I started, and that's what I'm doing, guys. So let's get this axle in. Alrighty, guys. She is all together. Brand new axle on this side, brand new suspension. Now, bear in mind, guys, the shocks are not dialed in at all yet. We got to spray down some of that fluid that came out of the tranny, which wasn't a lot, so don't freak out. Wasn't a lot of fluid. There's a couple drips. This thing's plenty full still. Alrighty, spray her down. We're gonna actually clean up a lot of this here right now. All right, guys. Like I said, everything's on. We're letting the air out of the lift. Oh yeah. We're gonna see how low this thing sits. And we might have to make adjustments later on to it, which is fine. I basically just wanted to get all these parts on, that way they were on, and I didn't have to worry about them anymore. Adjusting stuff later on down the line is not that big of a deal. And these are fully adjustable, so can't complain. So we'll see what we got here, guys, once we get her on the ground. Dun, 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 dun. Progress. Progress, people. This is what real progress looks like. Getting shit done. Well, the front's a little low. Not a big fan of the front. The back looks good. Back looks really good, actually. Kind of liking the back. I think I'm going to leave the back alone and adjust the fronts. The front's definitely got to come up. So it's not hitting anything. It's probably going to hit when I turn the wheel, though. But yeah, there you go, guys. Max speeding rods installed, brand new. Here's our little, I guess, dampening adjustment right here. We're going to mess around with that later on. But we're definitely going to raise the front up after we get the fender on. Might as well get the new fender on before I make any final decisions here. That way I have a fender that I can actually compare the height to and not some broken piece of junk right there. But there we go, guys. Max speeding rods, coilovers, brand new axle, brand new ball joints, both in the front, and everything's lubed up, ready to go. So the next thing I want to do to this car is put the fender on. I want to get the fender put on because that needs to be done. And then also I need to get a new brake caliper for the rear and brake pads. I want to do brake pads in the back for them because it needs brake pads in the back. The fronts are good, and it needs a brake caliper on this side because the e-brake cable is messed up on this brake caliper back here. So we're going to get that fixed and addressed as well. And we're going to start pulling all these little dents out like I explained in the beginning of the video as well. Get all those dents out, and then I think the wrap is going to be coming soon. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start cleaning this thing up and getting it ready for wrap, which is going to be fucking amazing. Freaking amazing. Sorry, I shouldn't be cussing in these videos. I get demonetized, make no money, and the shirt sales don't go good. So, and the head gasket. We definitely got to do a head gasket on this as well. So we're going to do another head gasket, which is pretty simple, pretty easy. I'll make a video about that too. But I am happy that we're finally working on. I would like to get seats for this thing too. Aftermarket seats for this thing would be so awesome. Or maybe I can find an upholstery company that will sponsor fixing these seats maybe, or I'll just pay to get these seats fixed. I don't know, because the front seats are all torn up and shit. So I'm gonna get them fixed. But we're gonna get this ugly purple wrap off of here. Gonna take that all off, and the whole thing's gonna be championship white. And I think for the time being, it's gonna look freaking amazing. I think Zach's gonna be very, very happy with it once he gets back from boot camp and he sees what we've done to this car. I think he's gonna be freaking ecstatic. But there you go, guys. That is the video. Please, like I said in the beginning, first link in the description, go buy yourself an Operation Bootcamp Build t-shirt. They are freaking awesome looking. They're only $25. There is now 2 up, and there will be 3 in about a month. Beginning of September, there's going to be, all 3 shirts are going to be up, and we're only having 3. So this limited production of shirts is going to end probably about October 9th, October 10th. It's going to be done because Zach will be home for his 10-day leave. And that'll be the end of it. So go get your t-shirts now. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing, and deuces, guys.